Hey, we're back on North Dakota Today. Welcome to the Kids Connection. I'm with international best-selling author Lorraine Purcell. She's also a family harmony expert. Today's topic on the Kids Connection is getting your kids to talk to you. Talk to me. Tell me what's going on inside that head, that mind of yours, that beautiful mind. It's not an easy thing to do.
Getting them to open up is like prying out open an oyster.
Yes.
Or a big clamshell.
Why is that? I mean, and it seems, and correct me if I'm wrong, it seems to be worse the older they get. When they get into the teenage years, it's almost impossible to get them to open up to you.
Yeah, it's such a tricky thing. And the reason they don't open up is because they're intimidated or they're mad.
They're intimidated or mad?
Intimidated by you or they're mad at you.
All right, I can understand that. I'm flashing back to my own kids when they were younger, and I was always the heavy. You know, I was the heavy. Mom would do the day-to-day stuff, and she would pretty much handle everything unless the heavy needed to be brought in. And then
you being the heavy.
And then the kids would always say, "Dad, you've got the voice of God," because I just, you know, you'd come in there and you will clean that room. So I guess that's where I intimidated. And that's probably not the best approach if we're trying to talk with the kids.
Well, you're bigger than them, and it's scary. They're these little people, and you could really put some harm on them, right?
Okay.
And you probably have, not you, but we have.
Oh,
and
well, yeah,
yes,
yeah.
And so it is intimidating. And to talk on demand is really not easy. And you're not going to get their gut, you're not going to get their heart, you're only going to get their head stuff, which isn't really what matters.
Really?
Yes, it's what's in their heart and in their gut.
So what do you do?
Head.
How do you get them to open their head and their heart to you?
It's really simple.
Yeah, the expert says, oh, it's simple. Okay, all right, wow me with the simplicity of it then.
You're going to get involved in their life by asking if you can play with them if they're young. And then when they're older, you can ask them, you know, what do you want to do together? And you might just, well, I have a great example. When I was in my educational therapy program, one of the teachers, her name was Joan Kilborn, she was a foster parent, and she used to take her kids, one of them, she took him to an Ozzy Osbourne concert. She went there with him. I'm like, oh, you're my hero, I love you. Another time when she couldn't get them to talk, she would just drive around town, not ask them questions, not interrogate, but just drive. And you know how it is when you're in a car and you're just driving? Like people just open up. Or you might just go for a walk with your child. But the most important thing is to get them, like, if they're little, build Legos, but let them direct you on how to build the Legos. You're not going to be saying, okay, now let's build a castle. And no, I want to build this turret. It's like, no, let them direct. So you're in their world, so they're feeling more comfortable. When people are comfortable, that's when they talk, right?
This sounds like a therapy session. When you let's build something with Legos, and what are we building here, and why are we building that? I mean, this is stuff that we normally don't think about as moms and dads because we're not taught how to do this.
Because okay, it's like the most natural thing to want to be with this person that you love more than even yourself.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you want to interact with them? Why wouldn't you want to make a mess in the kitchen with them? Why wouldn't you want to just like do finger painting on the floor with them to get involved in their life? Because the younger you do it and the more you do it, the more they're going to open to you later when they're older.
Well, I'll tell you what the problem is because for generations and generations, it's always been children should be seen and not heard. I'm thinking we need to get rid of that.
That would be a good one. That would be a good one. But not out of balance because you're still the parent. You know, I do a lot of work with people because they're their kid's best friend. That does not work. The kids don't want that. They don't like it. But they do need to be heard. They do need to be honored and acknowledged.
Okay. And if we have questions, if we're feeling at the end of our rope, so to speak, we can always contact you for advice, right?
Yes.
How do we do that?
808-936-4370.
Okay.
Or you can contact me at lorrainepurcell.com. Or get my free ebook, StopYellingAtYourKids.com.
StopYellingAtYourKids.com. Easy way to find it on the web.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Lorraine.
Thanks, Kevin.
All right, we'll be right back with more North Dakota Today.